All right, this is Black Knight. Thank you for joining me. I guess we don't have work today. We've got inclement weather coming in, so it gives me a little bit more of a day off and some flight time here at Warbirds of Prey. For those of you that are joining me, I'm going to do a large bomber formation out of Reading on an air spawn, and I'm okay. This is Black Knight. Just redid the broadcast. Had to fix airfield. I'm going to zoom in on Reading. There's two bases here at Reading. There's the regular base, and there's an air spawn base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in 5 bombers in flight 1 and 5 bombers in flight 2 with me. So what I could do is I could go outside and take an outside view and see if my guys are still with me. I want to make sure I get this into sec 9 pounds. So I'm going to kind of drop it right in there, and I'm going to push my RPMs up just a little higher. And I'm going to take an outside view of my group. Should be beginning to chase me. Here they come. My guy. Even though I do an air spawn, let me just zoom in on the map and go to Reading and show you point 2 and move it to whatever target I want. Calais area, Dunkirk region, and just fly my group to where I want to go. Right now, I'm just going to fly my bomber group and hook up with the other bomber groups en route. And I'm going to just release my bombs from my aircraft. As I said before, you should, again, if I open bomb bay doors, I would never ever launch a subordinate mission. I wouldn't launch a bomber mission. I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't need to. And I said this earlier before on my earlier broadcast. But since I'm on the community page, I want to change my flight to because none of my bombers will follow my commands. I have no access to tell my group to open their bomb bay doors or to release their bombs. Therein lies changing the air spawn capabilities. 1, give me the map. I bring it up, position. Once I get that waypoint, as long as my subordinate bombers follow my commands as a flight leader by opening bomb bay doors and releasing my bombs, you don't need any other AI and they all follow his commands, You don't need to call in cover aircraft. You don't need to call in all of the stuff that Fatal and Flug have come up with. You've simplified the game to where all you need to do is put in airspawn bases. That's it. The B-17s, you have it working with your Lancasters. You have it working with all of the bomber groups that you're bringing in. Just say it. To me, it's a win-win, and this is what I've been trying to get across to Buzzsaw in my post in the forum. What I've been trying to get across and trying to get somebody 20, 40, however many bombers are capable, 36, and I bring them in, I fly to my target, and I bomb. Now, the one thing that could make it really unique, though, is if I have the ability, let's say Dunkirk, add a target, ground point target. So you give me one more thing in the tools, ground point target, and if I put the ground point target here, let's assume this marker is now a ground point target, and I place it, and that ground point is now target. Let's put one there. Let's call that target 3. Hit enter, and then let's do out here this last. Let's do on this little section of factory right here. Don't want my wingman. I want to go to flight. Flight gives me the capability of not just flight 1, but flight 1, 2, 3, 4. I get to select that first separate targets. So we fly over as a group, and on my way there, before we get to Dunkirk, we separate. I then hit all of my targets. Flight 1, boom. Flight 2, boom. Flight 3, boom. Flight 4, boom. And then they all separate and go to their ground point targets. Because I, as the flight leader, just commanded them to go and do it. That, to me, it removes. I'm going to go tab 6. 4, I want to make sure it says previous waypoint. I don't want the next waypoint because I don't want my guys tripping and going back. This can really adapt not only your voice attack to change your formations. You can command in your voice attack line of stern. They all go into line of stern and you start your turn. And then you could go Vic formation. Line of stern formation and Croydon. Then they turn north for Gravesend, and then they turn east. Oh, there they are. Okay, so I need to catch up to that group. There's the other group. That's happening is the only sad thing that's happening is that none of my guys will bomb. If I bring a formation in at an airfield, and that's why I was trying to communicate to Team Fusion that if you get, and you can take a bomber group at an air spawn and create particular bomber group areas to air spawn from. And remember, you then have control over your own flight. It's not a dictated flight path from a scripted mission, which is what I've created now for air spawn bases. If you can make this waypoint 3 a landing waypoint, then the guys won't be flying around the airfield and then finally running out of fuel and crashing. That those sets of bombers that I have given command of my flight. That's all I need, guys. Command of my flight. What I do in my cockpit as flight leader, all the subordinate planes do. Open bomb bay doors. I'll go out and take a look. None of my planes have opened their bomb bay door. Light up there. And I'm going to change the seat to Bombardier. I'm going to grab and change them to VIX, tab 622. I'm then going to jump into 105. I'm going to change tab 613, tab 622. Then I'm going to go to my 218 squadron in pilot. He's diving. I don't know who I'm in. It's kind of a bummer. I'm in N. There's just so many of them now. I'm going to go with this last guy. Maybe this will be A. Oh, maybe that guy's A. Let's go right here. Let's hope he's A. D. I think he's right there. But because you have no way of... Let's go to the top of the 218 list. Let's grab him. Okay. See that? Let's see. That's back further. So what did I say? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's got to be A. No. One up. No. One down. I'll put it at 2,400 RPMs. Supercharger stage 2. We'll fly a low-level climb towards English Point, see if I can't catch up to the main body. So if I had in the table the get command of your ships, I have now command of my ships. I'm going to fly as quickly as I can, full speed. Might be able to catch that group going to waypoint 4. Waypoint 4 is the radio tower on English Point before we make our trip across to Calais. So we hit the 2 bombers. I don't need it. As long as the minute you take the lead ship, your commands on your board, cockpit, whatever, what I do in my plane, my subordinate planes do. And I'm going to give me a squadron of Hurricanes that I can bring in. Heck, 6 to 12. I'll bring in, I'll make it 12 so that I get 6 and 6. And then I'll show you what I mean by creating fighter cover for escort of large. Again, they're all cannon fodder. And since I've jumped out and jumped back in while my bomb bay doors were open, I lost my bombs. So right now, nothing works for me to drive. I can do my formation spacing. It just makes it that much more unique. I don't know if I'm going to catch these guys. They're pretty far ahead. But we'll give it a go. They're doing 140. I'm doing 160, and I'm headed directly. What I should do is just fly towards Calais, directly to target. Get some wind. I could launch another group. Actually, what I'll do is I'll launch the Calais diesel. So I'll go tab 1, fuel, Calais diesel. So it's just a course mode, so I'm going to maintain this course and just climb slightly. Take my nose right over Hawkins, right to Calais. Might be able to get to that group. I'm at 4,000. What am I climbing? 350. Hopefully it'll be about 5. Man, if we can get this at least fixed in a patch, that would be incredible. Get one guy to figure out how to get this lead ship to command all the rest of the ships once you take control over it. But it's the only way I could get it to work to get these guys to follow with me. But the sad thing is, there's no, since I am the flight leader, I still don't command them with my options, what I choose to do. And you only got 2 to fix. 12 and 12 and fly a real nice Eagle Day and then see how that worked. Especially if we could drop our bombs. Anyway, I think I've said enough. I've from the mission builder, so when you do ground attack targets or ground attack point, these could be ground attack points.
Hey Harry, what's up?
Hey, not too much.
Are you at home because of snow?
No, at home because of inclement weather. Make these fixes. I've explained, how they could really make this so much, as far as the bomber pilots are concerned, a lot better. But how you been? Things good?
Oh yeah, really good, yeah. Today's my first day.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say I flew some DCS on the 4YA. It's a pretty on the 4YA server. The trees don't cause damage.
Really?
Oh yeah, I was flying and going after a 109. He dropped low on the deck, and then he was just dodging trees. He was flying through. Excuse me. He was flying through all the damn trees, and I'm like, yeah, that anomaly as a real life. You can't fly through the damn trees, jerk.
Yeah.
But,
hey, I'm wondering when the hell is DCS going to make a Hurricane? A Hurricane is the most obvious plane that they need to make, and they haven't done it.
Well, that an early Spitfire, an early Hurricane, and an early 109, and they would have a great setup for an end. I wish the guys at Team Fusion would build a bigger freaking map. Take us into Italy, go for it. Make the map bigger. Our graphics cards can handle it, trust me. I think it would be cool if we could just make the map. Go for it. Make from Sicily offenses. Gave the pilots that really are looking for VR the step to VR. I know they've been working hard on it. But again, I know what I'm looking for as far as a ground pounder, a bomber pilot. There's some things that they could change in the menu. All of the things.
Oh, was there an update today?
Might be. I don't know. I haven't checked. I haven't phoned BCS yet. I've been doing operations on here and broadcasting to basically on the Team Fusion community page for Neil Mystic Puma and the crew that's on the Facebook page. As I said, Oscar was on the right page with that, and I shared it with him. I would love to get on comms and share it with another one of their coders. And they don't have to look into it right away. Just put it into your notes and say, okay, I want to look into what Knight's saying with, started, but not It's not cold enough to give us snow, so
Yeah, it's 31 degrees here today.
yeah, copy. Again, I'm in the Carolinas. Any Isle too close of Dover Blitz to Brook flyers that are in the Carolinas, you know, to hit Bowloin Locks and Autumn Bird.
How do you know if you have Normandy 2.0? I should have it. I'm
So
pretty certain.
if you go into Mission Builder and you see
Right.
Manston and you see London, Map Builder you're one step ahead of the competition. If they do decide to bring more Battle of Britain planes out, you're already ahead of the game for that large bomber that you're bringing in. You're already ready to go bomb Germany. And this is to Germany and bomb the shit out of it. Just saying. I would do that on a Saturday or Sunday in a large bomber operation. And the people say that people wouldn't fly that long. I know guys that sit on their butts flying this game for 10 hours. Give me a little bit more boost. Keep the climb up. Get my nose on Calais. And I don't have any bombs. I'm almost tempted to eject out of this plane and grab B and drop his bombs. Table would help out so much, guys. And you could get that right from the mission file or from, you know, the planes. I don't know where it is, but I don't know. It'd be something to look into if you can. As I said to my group on the video watching my live stream, again, it would be nice that my lead ship commanded all of those bombers. I'll just leave it at 10,000. Let's just do and then let's drop the flaps a little bit to maintain my altitude. Again, call signs Black Knight. Let me check my temps. I'm going to drop to about 4. Again, just flying over to Calais. I believe French Point's right. I'm going to take my sweatshirt off, getting warm. I'll be right back. Since nobody's in that flight, they can't tighten it up. It is what it is. As the bomb explosion leaves a crater on the runway, really would love that capability. Every time I put it in, it just doesn't work.
Harry, I'm doing a restart.
Okay, copy that. See the land. Make sure my light's on, Bombs are ready to drop. I'm gonna do a distributor mode. Now, let's say that distributor or salvo or number of bombs that are being dropped and drop bombs. Now, if you can't do that, I'll just take open bomb bay doors and release bombs. That, I mean, not to complicate it, just the two things. I'm gonna hit this little fuel depot on this. Really cool. There it is. Blind now. Should have set up my timer. I'm going to start my slow turn to the left. Take off my flaps. Here comes the fighters. I hear my gunners going off. Let's see if we got any of the targets that we were flying after. You could jump into your tail gunner and start shooting at them. So I could always jump into my tail gunner, hit my light, zoom in. I think I took it with 50%, that's why. I'm in 25 to 35%. Going to Calais or Dunkirk is plenty. I would move and or change these waypoints. I could change waypoint 3 to landing. Then there wouldn't be a problem. Being able to grab or manipulate these waypoints by creating a new tool under map tools. I only have the ability to move waypoints, and waypoint 3 is always a landing waypoint, even if it's an airspawn base. Alright, I'm going to send these lads home. They all now break off, do their best to get home, or run into each other and crash. But before I did that, I should have spread them out again. That's on me. Spawning them up at 1,000 meters or 500 meters, there's a tick box. They're burning fuel. And then I think I'm going to spawn in a group of fighters. I'll show you that next step. And go bomb. I do previous waypoint and then hit previous waypoint again and previous waypoint, because I can't move waypoint 2. I can't move this waypoint. Even if it's a base spawn, I'll do a Blenny base spawn and try to take out. I'm really looking forward to the population of airfields hangars and buildings to be more of a wider reach. I feel like Carol Shelby and turning off my fuel, braking while pulling back on the stick so I don't tip over and crack my blades. All right, so base spawn with some blennies at East Church. So I'm going to zoom in, grab East Church, grab some blennies. I'm taking off. All right.
Well, unbelievable snow, yeah, Harry. It's coming down like you wouldn't believe.
Guys are starting. Is it really? Dumping,
Oh,
huh?
it's coming down even more now. They're expecting another 2 inches now. But I mean,
Again, my goal is to make sure that I am on the right waypoint when I take off. Now, when this guy gets settled on... So, I hope you're joining me. This is Black Knight. I did a link on the community Facebook page. Hope you don't mind, Neil. I enjoy trying to get people engaged in Cliffs Dover Blitz to Brook. King 2Cs or whatever you want to fly to help me get through this. Try and do a good broadcast of what I think could be a good low-level attack.
Harry.
Yeah.
What would be a good 109 to go
43, you know, early 44, but then Germany started to produce their other ones. I've got to grab this aircraft and start turning now before I get to waypoint. See him coming my way, so I'm going to jump out and make sure that they're coming my direction. All right, so let's get my rudder trim, get that fixed, make sure that my flaps are up, and they're up. Bomb on my explosion, or attack on my explosion, or bomb on my explosion, and bomb enemy nearest explosion. 2 choices. I know Fatal has drop a flare. These might know. Good, good. Set my directional gyro. Let's increase. Unseat what I got for unseating. But again, I'm just waiting for my guys to catch up. don't want to jump out. I don't want to lose my bombs. I could go to options and see what I got for that. I wonder where that is. I thought it was down here in this section. It is lock. Okay, let me go back. Control O. I've got F5. And I think I've got it set up. I need to go way over here. Now here's where that menu is. I was middle or far formation with a 10, a 12 second or 11 second delayed bomb. I go to a far formation of line of stern. I drop, he drops, he drops, he drops. You really can command your formations a little bit better. Right now they're on a near formation. Go up front. Adjust my point of attack. I'll be honest with you, I don't need to know if the AI got shot down. I mean, pilot B109E7 is, people can't check their score. It's fog of war, which is pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. But anyways, back to this. Yeah, you're just clogging up. I don't need to know if flak shot down a plane. Just wasted information. Sorry, but they now made it so I can't fix it. Okay, let me go back to the seat and let's do some spacing. So if I go tab 6, 2, 1 and I call them in close, I lost one blending. Oh no, there they are. They're going to get really tight. They're even going to even closer. So I'm going to jump, take a look at where we're at. We're almost at target area. Go back, see if these guys squeeze in a little more. Now, here's what I'm saying about having a ground target menu. If I click on the ground targets and I set the target menu to bomb on my explosion, I could go, okay, change formation, tab. Now, just about ready to run my attack on Boulogne. I'm going to go back and take a look. Here they come. Now I do believe, I think I have middle formation. Then if I think that's too close, I could go to far formation. And I'm going to jump back into my seat, take it off autopilot, and I'm going to take this into target. Done it maybe a mile out. have that capability of, you know, bomb within a certain radius, attack enemy and make the radius circle bigger, they could go after all of these guys on this peninsula. I was long, which means I'm kind of bumming because now I've got to grab plane 2 and bring him in. Bomb. And I'm going to grab plane 4. Nope, wrong one. Shoot. There he is. I think I got all of my guys and their bombs released. Let's see. Oh, he's still got his bombs. Let's go back. Still got some 4 OBJ red. Did I get any bombs on target? It's 54%. It still was 54%. Let's try again. It's in the main mission. So air targets, ground targets, it's already built in. I'll grab one more and see if he's got any bombs on him. He's empty. And he's empty. Set my autopilot and pop it on. Mode 22. Whoa! Means that my artificial rising is not accurate. Get my artificial rising level. Patient again. Trying to fix the mission menu and giving the capabilities. Would be pretty cool. Anyways, I'm gonna stop the broadcast for you guys. Neil, hopefully you got some information, and anybody within the community that hangs out and on the Facebook page. Again, call signs Black Knight. Always welcome to fly with me. You have command of the flight. You don't have to jump out and jump back in. You're automatically in command of your flight. The ability to, when you drop bombs, it drops bombs. When you open bomb bay doors, they open the bomb bay doors. I don't bombs on nearest enemy targets. The bomb explosion could be a 500 yards or 500 meter circle. The on enemy targets could be a 1,000 to 2,000 meter circle. Just some options, guys. Anyways, it's Black Knight signing out. You guys have a great
Attention. Enemy. Attention. Enemy bloody hell. I'm bailing out. Aircraft, you're bailing out. This is the commander. This is the commander. This is the commander. This is the commander. We're done for.